Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Good morning. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right. Yeah. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Be right there. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Tom, there he is. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, my Lord. Ah, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Amen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare. Wow. No words, but Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Ooh, man. Flower beds are soft and hard at the same time. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Wow. Yes. Hare Krishna, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Time to eat cake today. Krishna's birthday. Another Krishna, he appeared today with Radha. Yeah, they always do anyway. I'm getting used to them being around. Are you getting used to them being around there, John? What's your name? Tom. Where am I? I don't know, man. Where the heck, man?
Johan, he told me the same today. Yeah, just feel them around. They are around you. Thank you, Johan.
Oh yeah, it's so great, man. You know what's going on here? It's just it's the Lord is supreme. He's supreme in his Maya. He really, he's crashing everything, man. I can't even. I think, maybe I can have an out with the crypto thing. He's crashing it all, man. Everything. He's crashing, because he's supreme. And you know what he's doing? My chanting is the best it's ever been today, because I got nowhere to go. He's forcing us all to take sannyas. This is sannyas. He crashes everything. And you're forced to just completely depend on his name and him. And it's wonderful. It's just like Vrindavan. He made it so the demons would come in and they'd go try to crash the party, you know? and they would just turn to Krishna, and they're just in the mellow of Lord, you're my only beloved, you're my only helper, my only, it's such a sweet, wonderful relation. Anyway, it's just like amazing. It's like everything's crashing in the world. I don't know if everybody sees it because a lot of people are under the illusion. They think everything's going back to normal or something. It's all being crashed. Everything I see, it's like I can see through the eyes of the ones that are the servants of the crash. I'm just looking through how they're doing it and everything, and they know what they're doing. Most of the people are asleep. They're asleep. They don't see the world is really shifting on the order of the Lord. It's all He's supreme in everything, even in His Maya, and it forces us to take more shelter. And it's wonderful if you're into it. If you know what's going on. If you don't, it's like, So we're here to help people. Say, hey man, this is a great boon for us. It's like Queen Kunti. Queen Kunti, at the end of her life, she had so many problems. Can you imagine? She's a pure devotee, and she had so many problems. Oh, and one problem after another. That never stopped. Never stopped. And at the end of her life, she realized, she says, you know what? Because of all these problems, Krishna kept coming. And if I didn't have the problems, he probably wouldn't have come. And so, hey, may I have problems? That was, I think, every incarnation she has is to have problems because it brings the Lord. She likes that relation, gets in trouble, and the Lord comes and saves the day. It's a ras, man. It's beautiful. The Lord's, saving. Lord Chaitanya got into that. He's God himself, and he wanted to see what his devotees do. And how they could taste these mellows of being dependent on the Lord. And he was going, he was saying, Hare Krishna, what was it? Oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, please save me, please save me. He just go, wandering around South India. Oh Lord, please save me. So, they, and it's a ras, it's a taste. And so even the world as it is an opportunity to take more shelter of the Lord, the transcendental Lord. That's our great privilege to share and to help people make that connection. Somebody, you have to have that connection to share with others. And people are doing it here. It's amazing to see how nicely everybody's chanting in great happiness and saying, yes, Krishna is very good. Lord Chaitanya is very good. These scriptures are very good, very wonderful. It's so nice. I feel my life is success when I see you're happy in this surrender to the Lord. So thank you very much, man. You know, yeah. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And Andromeda, she's coming, and happy in Krishna, and Radha. It's fantastic. Yeah, and more people are coming, like 14 now, and maybe, they'll probably be up to 20, 22, and that'll just, why not, man? There's really no other, it's so wonderful, and the Lord is pushing everybody to Him, because His Maya is very formidable. I tried to get away from. I thought I'll get into this, maybe even crypto, and he's crashing that and everything. You just look at everything is crashing. Supply chains taking away our foods, and people are thinking they're always trying to do it on their own. Try to let's hoard everything. Let's and they think that's going to save them. No, the Lord has to be the Lord. It's forced sannyas now. And it's yeah. So anyway, the more people come and um, take this opportunity, the more you'll be able to do that. That's what I'm seeing. The more I'm able to do this, and it's like really, having this shift of consciousness and having this shelter. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We need it. We really, really need it now. And this is so perfect that we're here. And it's like, I can't believe I'm sitting here chanting. It's like, wow, Lord, thank you for bringing me here at this time just this taste of having nowhere to go but you is so sweet, man. I love it. You know, there's no other option but you, Lord. Oh man, just to taste that. Now let the nuclear bomb go off or whatever, but just let me taste this, this happiness of being with you together. Let's go through this together. Trust the process. This is the process. We are the process. uh, yeah, it's amazing. So, what kind of mischief can we get into today? What kind of gurus can we bash today? Should we bash them? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting out of the bashing mood. Maybe I'll be so happy I won't even think about them anymore. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Let's go to 10th canto. Why not? Let's go to Summum Bonum. Yeah. Got to go to Summum Bonum, otherwise everything is the sum total of all bones, man. All bones. Everything is just bony. You know, no transcendental meat on anything. No bread of life. So we got to have Summum Bonum. You know, that's the real bread and butter, man. That's 10th canto. That's first canto. It's all there. Every canto, every word. You know, Lord Chaitanya realized, and I'm starting to understand what he's talking about a little bit, fraction of amount. You know, every word is Krishna. Every syllable is Krishna. You know, everything is Krishna. You know, his Maya is Krishna. You know, it's the Lord. You know, in that form. Yeah, yeah, he's supreme in everything. Yeah, great lesson. Okay, what do we got here? 10th canto. All right. Yeah, let's go into let's go into the crash that it started. See, in the past, the Lord's pastimes, started a crash like this. He started to crash the way things were. Demigods were getting lazy, you know, not taking enough shelter. They're just in, you know, getting puffed up, being big kings and all that stuff. Just kind of like now, you know, not paying enough homage. You know, so the Lord says, okay, we're going to crash this party. So he had the Maya crash the party. You know, comes right in there. You know, comes right in, crashes the party. Yeah, with you know, Kamsa, and they get together just like the United Nations. See, United Nations is not. They have to get together. They need to be powerful. You know, so all these demon kings got together and they made a pact, just like they did here. What's the difference? The same Maya. You know, Lord does it. You know, these are the real history books. See, the others get all rewritten and everything, but these books you can't change because they're under the shelter of the Lord. He won't allow these books to be changed in that way. Yeah. Oh, you want temporary history? Oh no, the demons will rewrite it. They've already rewriting everything. You know, they like to do that and create their. It's like an imitation of God. You know, but the Lord. No, these histories of the Maya is just it's just the same scenario again and again and again. And if you understand history, then you can you get orientation here. See, so that's 10th canto. Even isn't it amazing? 10th canto is actually the living 10th canto. This wasn't going on even when Lord Chaitanya was here. Not like this. This is actually the real pastime of Lord Chaitanya. It's like he got it all going for this time because you got to have a 10th canto. You know, you got to have a Prahlad Maharaj thing where there's a big extravaganza going, right? This way, this is where we really learn. The Lord just, you know, Lord Chaitanya just inaugurated this to get it going, you know, and here he's getting it really like the act together. Now we've got the play of all plays going on here. You see, the kings got together, United Nations got together. They made a pact. Let's do this sacrifice to evil. It's always the good and evil scenario in this world. Good against evil. What I'll say is such a limited thing, man. Come on, everybody. Let's get it now. This is our time to preach. This is where we're going to shine, man. It's at times like this. You show the best path to everybody, to the demons and the demigods, man. What are you doing in all this limited same old, man? It's just happened, 5,000 years ago. The same kind of thing, Yeah, same old, same repeat. Okay? But this repeat is for unlimited bliss and ecstasy and happiness. There's no limitation or lack in this. That's why, it's win-win. Everybody wins. The weak become strong. This is what that's why the Lord empowers fools like Gaur Haridas to show that he's the strength here. You notice Radha's this, actually it's her. It's always the woman that's the strength of the man, So I can't, I don't want to be cursed like Sri Ram if I don't give a proper homage to the mother of all mothers, the mother of devotion, Yeah. That's it. And that's why the Lord sees. That's why Paul said, why do I have this weakness? Here you're empowering me, Lord, Christ, Jesus, you're empowering me to heal and do all these miracles and amazing. I've still got this weakness, man. Who knows what it is? They never mention it because you think, oh, the guy's a weakling. But the power of God was in him. And what did Jesus say? My strength is perfect. See, my strength, God's strength, Krishna's strength, Christ's strength is perfected in your weakness. This is what here we go. This is what you sannyasis don't know and you gurus. You think it's perfected in your strength. No, it's in your weakness. That's why the world is being. See, when we realize, man, we are weak, man, we need some shelter. We need God. Because we can't get out of this. No way can you figure it out. You can hoard all your, everybody thinks, well, let's hide, let's hoard this and keep this, and then when the storm comes, we'll weather it. No, all these things there's no other way out but now surrender to the Lord. And like that, a dependence on the Lord. If you survive if the body survives. See, at that point, it's like, hey, my soul, I'm in touch with the soul. I know who I am and what I am and who I'm eternally related to. Okay, well, if I stay another day, fantastic. If I stay another year, okay, fine, man. There's a lot. I love sharing this. I love tasting this. Yeah, I know the reason the Lord descends, so I'm not coming back. Why should? Well, I'll probably come back. I like coming back. I like preaching. It's fantastic. I like seeing liberating these souls. Narada also likes that. He loves traveling through the universe. I like adventure, man. Yeah, Lord. Let's get. He's with me, and I'm with him, and everything's cool. Maya doesn't burn. Stay cool. Stay cool, man. Stay cool. Yeah. You get like that kind of thing. Yeah. See, that you have to, the whole thing is to accomplish the mission, right? So now the mission is accomplished for my life and even in the preaching. Hey, man, we got 5, 10, 20, 30, people liberated already. Yeah. Hey, man, it's all gravy after this. Icing on the cake. We just keep going till the nuclear bomb goes off or whatever crazy thing is created by this Maya. Under the will of the Lord. Hey, man, it's your shit show, Lord. Whatever diabolical thing you put in the minds of these demons, whatever it is, yeah. It's like a horror movie, what they're putting in the minds of Karl Schwab and his protege. His protege is worse than him. It's unbelievable, man. Guy is, in that Nazi tone. It's like a complete. I can't believe people can't see what the hell's going on here. Oh, we're going to hack the human beings in your minds. We're going to get in there, man. No more privacy for you guys. We're going to know everything. All that stuff. People, oh my God, that's right. So where do you run away from this? You have to run, like a little child running to their father and mother, they're, let's find help there. I know that damsel in distress, Rasa. Boy, Amy, you really should go. I tell you, you should go live, man. You should go online. We need to put Amy online. You put them online, man. The way you phrase things are so amazing, so nice, so important. You should really, man, get up there and just pour your heart out. Just be yourself, man. Yeah, let the haters come. You get stronger. Maybe you get a couple arrows here and there. Yeah, you get stronger. That's what I found. I got so many. At first, it's like, oh, they don't like my preaching. Oh, and then you get stronger the next day. So get up there, man. The way you put things, I could see in your writings. It'd be fantastic. People will love it, man.
Krishna will award.
Yeah, you're the way you are is so beautiful. You have us behind it. We're your support. Yeah. I know that damsel in distress, Rasa, and now I'm glad about it too. See, she knows this. She knows, understands. See, I surrender to the supreme hero. See, this is this. Where did she come from? Food service worker. See, the Lord wants to show. She's 1,000 times better than these sannyasis in this group. See? The Lord shows from the weak make strong. Just the ordinary person, food service worker, giving a cup of coffee to these all these men sitting at the counter, hearing their troubles like the bartender does, Yeah, and all of us are like this, Isn't it nice, Tom? Just we're all just dancing fools, but we're dancing fools. We know how the Lord's showing us how to dance. Yeah, for the king and queen. That's all this is, a dance for the king and queen. Yeah. So, summum bonum. Prayers by the demigods for Christian. Okay, let's hear the prayers, man. I love prayers. I always love the prayers of pure devotees. They're so fantastic, so full of meaning, so relishable. This is the only prayers the Lord really hears, unless you have a sincere prayer in your heart. That's how you get guru. It's a sincere prayer in your heart to the Lord. Oh Lord, you realize, wow, even in religion, when you really come to the point, wow, religion can't even really fully help me. These gurus, they can't even. The Pope, when the people, even Catholics, when they realize, the Pope, I thought he was an in-between myself and God, and I went to him. I had so much faith in the Pope. Just apply that same thing to these gurus. It's no different. Same thing. When you guys out there in ISKCON land and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Samiti realize you petitioned all your gurus, and it didn't work. The best it'll get you is here, because your petitions will come true here. If you really want God and intimacy and be saved in this horrible time, well, it's not horrible to a devotee. It's like, oh, this is a great boon, man. Great boon. Yeah, great preaching opportunity, man. I love giving the message. Say, hey, man, there's a place to go. And there is. These words come true, man, again and again and again. But everyone, all those gurus and poopy popes and all that stuff, you go and give your prayers there. The best it'll do is when you realize a desire to attain is very strong, the Lord will bring you to the real guru, where you'll listen. You'll appreciate. You'll think, oh, wow, I'm ready to listen. My arrogance is gone. My pride, see. my pride was there. So the Lord sent me to prideful gurus, and people still have pride, still under the false ego, pretending, the Putana obstacle. That's all it is. You come here, we get you over Putana obstacle, because she can't come here. We already transformed. We're transformers of the Putanas. We're working on all her servants. Oh, hey man, all you servants of Putana, all those who are the false representative of Vrindavan, come here. We're going to transform you into a real devotee. That's why we get one or two gurus, man. Let us transform them into real spiritual masters capable of delivering their disciples. Let them see the supremacy of the Lord actually working here, and the supremacy of his proof of work. Proof of his work is deliverance, right? People are getting delivered left and right here, see, and nowhere else. Hey man, what is this pride in, Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babaji's like my wife? Oh, my Guru Dev is so fantastic, and she's not delivered, not even close. But my friends who've come here, they're getting delivered. Let them see, let their pride be smashed. That's what it's all about. Let you guys in ISKCON and Gaudiya and Gaudiya Smriti, you've been going to these gurus and you're still not delivered. But my disciples and intimate friends here are. You can see with your own eyes. Come here and take a look. What is deliverance? All in the book, right? That's the map. I call your attention to chapter 23 in Majja Lila, life's ultimate goal, love of God. Read the chapter heading, life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna, love of God. See? And the symptoms are, sometimes the person laughs like Lalita, sometimes they cry like Lalita and Johan and others where it's fructifying. You know who you are. Sometimes they laugh, sometimes they cry, they choke up. All these devotional mellows and symptoms of their soul intimately relating to God is here and nowhere else. Not in the no-shows. Oh, no, yeah, I dare you. Let's see you show it. You can't. They don't see, the problem is they don't even know what these mellows are, even though Rupa Goswami and all this stuff. They never tasted these mellows. They don't know what it is. If they did, the proof would be they would show God. They would show their Radha and Krishna in their own hearts, but they can't show. They would say, oh, there it is over there in Lord Caitanya's amazing grace place. But they don't. It shows you they don't know what it is, even after they had the illustrious Narayan Raj. Right? Everybody, he's Prabhupada's successor. Well, where's the proof? If the next success of Prabhupada in our line is devotional mellows, where else can it go? What's the next stage? Right here. Nowhere else. Do you see anywhere else the next stage? Otherwise, what? You think it's about religion, about rules and regulations? Moses done all that. It's just the beginners. We got to have a Jesus trip here, man. And we have a Jesus trip and the next phase of that, which is here. Yeah, here we define everything more clearly. The kingdom of God is more clear. The Holy Spirit is more clear. What is this Holy Spirit? What is it? What is it? What actually is it? What is your soul? What is its relationship to this illusion you're trying to, have this war against? What is your soul's, God's relationship to the devil and all of that? You don't know. It's superstitious stuff still. You don't know. Nobody knows except here. Yeah, even people don't know. Nobody knows. Not even the demons know. They don't know the relationship that their master, Lucifer or Shiva, has with the Lord. But we know, many of us know, are getting to know. It's all related, everything. Lord's Maya and his Maha Maya and his Yoga Maya. The Yoga Maya is just a perverted dark shadow of that. That's all it is. Yeah. Doesn't bother a devotee because they glance at it and think, oh, it's the Lord's shadow. Who the heck wants to look at that? Let's look at the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and inspire others to chant while they can. People, everybody should be taking this opportunity. It's a very rare thing. You need the Vedas, otherwise you do stupid things. Maya, people are committing suicides. They think, oh, there's no reason to be here. My life is a mess and everything. Oh, that's very great. Now just come to the Lord. That's your opportunity. Oh yeah, you know how it's all in the Vedas. Come here and study with us, man. Just learn the real truth of the way things are. Now, Maya's always tricking, deceiving, and trying to murder you. That's what she does. When you have faith in Maya, she's always tricking, deceiving, and murdering you. That's her nature. And she wants you to understand. She wants you to hear this preaching. So she doesn't want you to take shelter of her because she knows what she does and how she works. You see, we speak in terms of the Savior as Radha, as a female, and in terms of the illusionary energy as a female. You think it's a man? No, it's both actually. See, it's the bond for illusion, the bond for matter. Matter matters. See, spirit matters to a devotee. See, that's their matter. That matters to them. See, but matter matters to those under the illusory energy. See, and they bond with it. See, that's her bond. Love. See, love illusion. See, love physical, or material, the emotions is that bond. You bond with people who are bonded with emotions. See, birds of a feather flock together. This is why this is so special. This sangha, this sadhu sangha is real, man. You got people with real spiritual emotions. It's your only chance. I've never seen any sangha with real spiritual emotions. Like I was in the Narayan Raj group. And okay, they're a lot of nice devotees. They're nice, but hey, nice, it's not good enough. Just being good and all that stuff, good things. It's always good about the body, etiquettes and all that stuff. You got to go further. You got to be with devotees that have the same kind of temperament, transcendental mercy and temperament that of the devotees that were here 550 years ago. Okay? That's all here. This is the new Mayapur. The devotees in this sangha, if you want transcendental motions, you want to be transformed from a non-devotee to a devotee. Or how about like this? You want to be transformed from a devotee of Maya with material emotions, to save whales at best. You're a goody two shoes. You've had faith. You got to ultimately. You come here, you'll lose faith in this, let me save the whales and the soil and the body and all that stuff, because that ain't going to save you. What's going to save you is the transcendental Lord and the devotees who are in touch and intimate with that transcendental Lord. The Lord works through them and only them to deliver you. If you're still interested in being a goody two shoes and you have great faith in being a good person, and people they come here, but you come here, you stay here, you'll see that it's still a shell. You haven't been born again. You must be born again. You have to be spiritually reborn. You have to have spiritual emotions. Then it reveals the true transcendental Lord. See, in his name and in his Veda, his truths. See? Then you can live on this bread of life. Otherwise, you're not alive yet. Living on, let me save this. Let me be a vegan. Let me be a vegetarian. Let me do this. Let me do that. That's going to save me. It ain't going to save you, man. You're still miserable. People should look, hey, man, I'm still miserable, even though I'm trying to save the whales. I'm trying to save the soil. I'm trying to save the trees. I'm trying to be a good person. I've always been a good, virtuous person. But why the hell am I still depressed and miserable? Because the next stage is this. And the only way are devotees who carry this transcendental potency. It's here. Rare place. Don't think of checking out of this place here because you found reality here amongst these devotees. With Jesus, small group, 11 people, right? They were the most glorious persons on the planet. There was nobody like that, right? They're always small. Right now, small group. When Lord Caitanya, small group. Now, small group became expanded, huge group. That's why the Lord tightens the screws, man. In the Maya now. Come on, get in here. This is your way out, man. You ever see, man, there's a fire lit, everything's being, you see these disaster movies and they're putting people on the planes, taking them to safety and everything. That's the time now. Man, everything's burning down. You're burning, it's a fire, it's emergency, man. Hey, man, I'm saying, hey, Lord Caitanya's amazing grace. That's the plane you want, man. Get on plane. We're taking everybody on board here. It's a safety. It's a disaster coming. And if you don't, it's all going back to normal. You watch, man. You don't listen now, you'll listen later. No, you may not listen later. You might just, commit suicide. No, nothing. You have nothing to live for because you're not listening here to liberated souls. We're here to save your buttocks. Because the Lord has saved us. He's given us the power to do that. He has to find somebody to work through. You might as well work through the persons who are saved and understand these things, right? You come here, you'll understand what you can't understand with your little goody two-shoes thing and your material virtues of being a good person. Ask Sachi. Gee, you're finally getting sick of that mode of goodness. It doesn't help her now. Well, it doesn't get me in trouble. More troubles. Look at Lalita. Just actually glorify your burnout. Thank you, Lord, that He burned you out. So you finally lost faith in trying to be a good person and to do good for everybody. You're burning out, man, and everybody takes advantage of that. They know the ones who are trying to take advantage, man. They just look for where's that good person, man? We're gonna jerk them around. That's God, man. He wants to show you. There's no other shelter, really, eternal shelter, but Him, but this transcendental Lord. And then, you've become free of that bullshit that you gotta, I'm not being jerked around by that Maya, even in goodness. That's the angel of light disguised as a true angel. See? That's goodness masquerading as your savior, but it's not. It's still part of the devil in that sense. It's a good devil instead of a bad devil. And the good devils in the world fight the bad devils, right? But it's still the devil. It's still this angel of light masquerading as the Lord's messengers. That's why you can have a good guru out there. A lot of these gurus, they're sincere and good. I don't know. Maybe they are. Say they are. No, I can't say they. I know some are not. But say some, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, or maybe say 50 of them because they made 1,000. Say some are sincere, and they're good persons and they follow Prabhupada's program and they do everything good and everything, right? Everything good and everything. They just do one bad thing. There's only one bad thing, and it doesn't matter how good they are. They don't know the full truth that they ain't saviors, and they elude that they do save people. Because if you just say, "Oh, Gurudev, please save me," and you can't do it, you're a hypocrite. You giving false shelter, right? Is that true? I say, "Oh yes, but I won't say, I'm just a spirit," like they do in the Narayan. I'm just a spiritual teacher. I'm not really a spiritual. I'm a spiritual master, but a spiritual teacher. I'm not a Srila. See? But you can give me your money, give me your energy, give me your praises. Oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. But I'm only a spiritual teacher. But I'm a spiritual master. I'm a spiritual teacher, master. And, the disciples, they think, they don't understand anything clearly. What? Are you a spiritual master or what? Is the Lord empower you to deliver people? Can you prove it? Do you have a Lolita or a Johan or somebody or a Janakis or a Govindas? Do we have anybody like that or relishing mellows? Yeah, see, that's well, there's probably a lot of good gurus in the night Narayan Raj saying honest and all. See, honest to that extent, but not fully honest. See, fully honest is, hey, the Lord is, it's like it is what it is. The Lord is in the body of a devotee, right? Radha and Krishna is in their body. Now they got the full truth. They're the truth. They happen to live in the body. It doesn't matter if it's full of knots or what. Hey, can you tell? Can you tell if Radha? I mean, I ask you the question because the real guru have Radha and Krishna in them. They're residents of Vrindavan. Is that happening here? Is anybody confident that the Lord is working here, even though Gohari just seems ordinary fool? Just wearing a t-shirt, no pretense or anything. Has a beer once in a while, a nice cup of coffee. Do you see something unusual, even though he's not trying to be something or anything? He's just himself. See, I just ask you honestly, what do you ascertain? This is how you got to see, where is God working in this world? Where is Radha and Krishna? In our line, we know more who God is. He's not a great mystery here, is he? Radha and Krishna, that's our Lord, man. He lives in the Garden of Eden, explained as Vrindavan. He's not just, it's just Adam and Eve and rib, Eve came from the rib of all these like, just codes, Eve came to the rib of Adam, and there was only Adam and Eve and God. And God was just a voice. What does he look like from the Garden of Eden? Right now, no information. He's just this voice. Oh, don't eat from the tree of good and evil. And people don't even know what that means. But we know, I know. The Lord showed it. It's no brainer to me. You bring me any code, I'll crack it. Any spiritual code. The Lord gives me the eyes. He knows all these codes. He knows all that Garden of Eden, what it explains. He knows Jesus. He knows everything Jesus said. He should, I look at the book and the Lord said, oh, isn't that interesting? I say, yeah, Lord, thank you. Say, I appreciate what the Lord shows me. Oh, well, thank you, Lord. Man, this is treasure. And the Lord says, yeah, I know. I like it too. We like it together, man. Come on, who wouldn't want a relationship like that where God is so close? We're going to prove it to the world, man. This is the best deal. I would love to get that Bill Gates, man. I want to show him what real happiness is. Oh, Radhanath too. Oh, yeah, that would be nice to get him. I want to show him what real worship is. If he heard this, he would think, wow, this is great. Yeah, I think I want this relationship. See, that's the test. We're here to test. Yeah. See who really wants Krishna or not. The test is on, man. If you really want Krishna, you'll hang out with the devotees here. You go for the purification. If it's not strong enough, you'll be cast back out in the Maya until you are, right? Look at you guys coming here. You're getting Krishna. Yeah, even Tom, he reads these books, he gets ecstatic. Hey, that's what it's all about. That's better than 1,000 gurus in ISKCON that don't get ecstatic. He comes here because you're in the right place where God, in his transcendental potency, is working beyond even goodness. You get what you get. Okay? You get something that these gurus can't get because they don't come here. This is where the Lord's working, isn't he? Hey, man. The Lord is working where his work is working. His work is delivering people, and people delivered mean they have ecstatic emotions. If you don't have ecstatic emotions, if you have mundane, oh my dog, oh my cat, oh my goldfish, I love you so much kind of trip, well, the Lord ain't quite there yet. So come here, and it'll be, oh, Krishna's name is so fantastic, so amazing. Oh, my dogs, my cats, my friends, my family. Well, I just do my duty while we're here. I'm just born in this family. Yeah, they don't like Krishna. Well, give them a little obligation, because we're family, sort of family, but not really family. This is real family to me, Even my brother, and his wife, I barely called them. It wasn't even, it's like, it was to me an obligation. I don't like living in obligation. Oh yeah, he's not into. He would never. Well, sometimes we would read together. He had some interest, but basically, they're interested. Worldly people are interested in worldly things. See, to me, more of the family of people interested in spiritual things, interested in a spiritual God. You come here and you like these things. Amy is more my family than anybody in my blood family because they're not interested in the transcendental Lord, and she is, and that goes for everybody here. If you're interested in my Lord, you're part of the family that I'm a part of. My family is Vrindavan. I know that, man. They're the only ones I can depend on. I feel safe with them. I don't feel safe anywhere else, right? Let me tell you, you feel safe in Vrindavan. You can you understand why Narada Muni said to Gopa Kumar and everybody else, may the pastimes of Krishna protect you? Do you understand that? Yeah, because they do protect you. You get that experience. But who has that experience? Most don't in this world. See, their thing is, may the pastimes of Maya protect me, and it doesn't. It mows you down eventually. You find safety. Safety in stuff. I'll get more stuff. Like at this time. Oh yeah, our stuff. This one guy was saying, yeah, I got so much diesel fuel during these times I got barrels and barrels of diesel fuel. I could be able to be the only one driving my car whenever. Oh yeah, you go try and drive your car down with all these zombies after. Ooh, they got a moving car, and you'll be the first one to bite the dust. All these people, hoarding all these things, and you'll be the first one. They'll break the door down to get it. There's no way out, man, except here. So get connected as fast as you can. Just by being here, it's May Cities. Turn your freaking camera on. Don't oversleep. Come here. Oh, if you missed it, watch the replay seriously. If you don't know, this is the only way out. This kind of realization of the Lord beyond your goody two shoes thing. Well, the Lord will show you. That won't save you. Already Maya gets in there and give you the thought, let me check out. See, you need knowledge. Everybody needs knowledge. You need knowledge like, hey, you know how rare it is to have a human body? And you can only know this from the Vedas. Okay? It's, the human body is a rare gift. See? And in this body, we can understand that we have a soul. See? We've got the intelligence, not a dog or a cat, right? Cats and dogs can't understand this stuff there. They got a brain that causes them ignorance, a body that's an ignorant body, right? All they like to do is smell shit, right? They can't smell the transcendental name of the Lord like us. See, we have the equipment in this body. So don't be wanting to check out someone. You got the opportunity. And whatever brought you to this sadhu sangha is glorious. I don't care, some like Rivers on a machine for 35 years just to be here now. She's finding out what true happiness is. What good is it to die a healthy person? Strong, big, buff person, beautiful woman, beautiful man. See? And you don't find reality. You lived in vain, basically. more or less. But here, whatever, you come here as a retard, is sick, and you just take sincere shelter and you love the devotees and you feel part of this family. That's all the Lord. Oh, yeah, take you. What, the Lord? You think he's incapable of delivering a fool like us? Fools, retards? Oh, that's why he made it so friggin' easy. He sends his real devotees, which are here, who have real devotion. And he says, just, hey, just take their strength and I'll deliver you. I told everybody that I'm going to continue. Take the knowledge that they have. See, only the Father knows the Son and the Son knows the Father. Those are the transcendentally related persons. And you can know whoever the Son, see, the Son of this world, man, is a realized soul like this. See, like you guys coming. See, and only the Son can reveal the true nature of the Father to these other fools out here who don't know they're fools. They think we're so smart. We know Prabhupada's book. We know the Bible. We're spiritual masters, or we're followers of spiritual masters, and all these blind people leading blind people. Can't you tell who's awake? You come here and you'll learn for the first time in your life what is being woke. That woke idea is just a shadow of the truth. There's wokeness in the world. You go listen to the woke people in this world, these young people. We're woke, and you see how asleep they are. Yeah, they're the ones under the Maya, man. They're being jerked around by the illusions. They're asleep, and they say they're woke. That's the way everything is crazy, topsy-turvy here. See, the unenlightened ones pose as the enlightened ones. The leaders, the ones that are worst, they're not real leaders. They're actually what do you call it? They're the opposite. They're the ones you shouldn't be following. Everything is upside down. Okay? And that goes all the way up into the mode of goodness. That's better. They give you maybe better direction to a point, but you need to make this connection. This is the final deliverance. This is the final phase, because you can't. That's not enough. If there's faults in that goodness thing. Okay? Maya uses that to keep you in this world, keep you down. Yeah, come here. You're the biggest snowman. Come here and you will see how you'll melt. You're straw man. Let's see, you come here. We'll show you how you burn. Yeah. See, waking up is waking up to your spirit. This is what Jesus did. He was woke to his spirit and the supreme spirit in relationship. That's why people remember him, even though they don't understand Jesus or they misunderstand them. This is the same thing. Most Christians probably don't understand Jesus, really, not deeply. They come here, they would. Just same thing with Prabhupada. Most Vaishnavas, 99% that I've seen, don't understand Prabhupada. They don't understand, because you got to have same kind of feelings. You got to be part of that family. You got to be at least a Madhyamadikari, if not an Acharya. That's why we do the work of an Acharya, because we have the same feelings that he has. Well, if you went in Prabhupada's room and see the chanting, what would you see? You see this kind of chanting. See, the problem was he didn't bring that out so much. You didn't see him in these ecstatic moods. It wasn't time. People would freak out. Still, they're freaking out, right? But some aren't. Whoever's ready for this, because it's been ordered, man. God knows when it's time, and this is the time. This is the time of deliverance. This is the time of the message. You see, the bold message after is getting more and more bold, more and more decisive. I always used to think, how did Jesus say those things? They're so confident and so bold. Now I see it's the Lord, hey man, he takes over more and more. See? And then it's really people start saying, man, it's the Lord speaking through him. Well, you can all be like that. He wants a lot of people like that. He wants everyone like that if they're willing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've been rambling here. All right, so let's see. Shukadev Goswami said, under the protection of Maharaj Jarasandha, the powerful Kamsa began persecuting the kings of the Yadu dynasty. You see how even these kings, they take shelter of another kingdom, and so Kamsa used the strength of these demoniac kings, and that's what's going on now. People are using the strength, these leaders, these presidents of the countries and everything, they're using the strength of combined forces to accomplish this breaking down of the world. How could this, how hard it would be to break down supply chains? You see what's going on now? It's strong, actually. It's very strong. Everything is like people are working, they're doing their duties. How would you destroy anything? It takes combined forces. See, the Lord is empowering the destructive forces to do this. Otherwise, you cannot take. This stuff is too strong. It's the same thing in the Yadu dynasty. The Lord said, there would be no way for me to take this down, the Yadu dynasty. See, unless I go in there and use some kind of maya. See, he used the curse of the Brahmins. See, they cursed the Brahmins to take down. He said, otherwise they will never be able to leave. The same thing. You would never be able to destroy this civilization the way it is. It's just so strong. But the Lord, if it's his will to do it, he will do it. And it is. That's why there's really nothing to fight. You use your time, everybody. If you got sufficient brain substance to understand this message, use your precious time, not to fight what's inevitable. The New World Order is like there's the illusory representation of it, and there's the new one. You got to get into the New World Order. It's not looking at the destruction of the old world. And it's not looking at, the demons are looking at their perverted reflection of the New World Order, of them being gods. That's also illusion. But that's what's motivating them to do the bidding of the Maya, which is part of God's plan. But we're also part of God's plan, right? We have a mission here. We're here to direct your attention to the New World Order, where, hey man, my life is already ordered like that. See, I'm under this love of Krishna. The pastimes are my sword and my shield. The name of God is the New World Order under love of Krishna. I don't need to be directed by the government. Only those who take shelter of the government are weakened by the government. I don't take anything, but personally, I'm just dependent on my preaching. Like Jesus said, you live by the gospel. I just live by the gospel. I don't even want the Social Security. I don't even go personally. This is my thing. I actually not qualified for it. I've never worked enough. Can you imagine? I never worked enough to get Social Security. That's how the Lord has taken care of me from the beginning. I never worked enough. As soon as he came to me, when Jesus came to me, I more or less stopped. I didn't care, I just didn't do it. Anything that came spontaneously, okay, fine. So I can't even get Social Security. And I could get it, but if I do this special thing, because they all want you to be, I'd rather be dependent. Let me live or die, I'll pass the hat. It's like, I like to be what do you call, dependent on the government of Radha and Krishna, and preaching their glories in the world. And what comes, it's always, things have always come. I'm living good. Got a place to stay. A nice computer, got internet, which is fantastic. Now I don't know going off. Got friends. God, the Lord has given me everything. I got friends and family even. My God, and this all came from just chanting the glories of the Lord. And that's the example, ultimately. You don't have to do it artificial. You just do it natural. Yeah. Very natural evolution. See, so the Lord has said, yeah, this is the new world order. Why wouldn't it be? It's great, man. People, all they have to preach the glories of the Lord, and there's supply. See, the supply chains and everything will come. See, it's like the worship, it's the way it used to be. This is why things are being destroyed now. One of the reasons, because we were out of sync. Before, people would worship the demigods. See, like sages and saints, they worship the demigods and give things, and they would have plenty of rain, and everything would be nice, no earthquakes or anything, because the demigods are satisfied. So you got to live by sacrifice, and also rules and regulations of regular, fire sacrifices. If people were really doing it, it would make your life to an extent okay. But now the demons are in charge. They're interrupting even the sacrifices of the Vites. You can't do it. They infiltrated that. It's not a strong enough method. That's why Lord Caitanya came and brought his devotees, his associates, and the holy name and the pastimes. See that now, if you do this sacrifice, if you come here. See, you'll satisfy the Lord and things will work out. You will have a new life and a new mission. You'll have the Lord's mission. All we're doing, I'm not doing anything different. You're not doing anything different than Jesus Christ, Lord Caitanya, Prabhupada. We're serving the Lord's transcendental mission. And here it's to bring the strongest medicine of all, the strongest method of all. Real Harinam, Prema Sankirtan. When you chant the holy name in ecstasy, that's the perfect sacrifice. That's the one. The reason the Lord descended, and the purpose is for what we're preaching and what we're relishing here. And if you don't get that, your method is not strong enough. That's why your gurus are going for that and going for that. Because it's not strong enough. Demons are infiltrating. Even the good and regular devotees, they're in there and you can't see them. You need strong eyes, really deep devotion to see the extent of Maya now. Even beyond, like Christians, they see a little something and now they've got to do spiritual warfare against that. Why? Why are you against that? It's the Lord's, it's his work to bring people to the real path. Okay? So you see, we're in this mood like many of us. Prior restriction. He knew death was coming. He could see it. He already got the, what do you call, the signal. And he said, yeah, just go on preaching the past. I want to hear that. I want to ask questions and I want to hear your answers. Let us keep just glorifying the transcendental Lord and the path and all whatever comes from this spontaneous glorification. Let that snake bird or whatever magical creature bite me. Doesn't matter, man. Just keep on. I want to just hear those glories. I want to chant those glories to the end. See? Like now. What's the difference? Yeah. Let Carl Schwab do whatever he's going to do with all his combined kings and everything. Just let me chant and let us partake of this sacrifice of chanting the Lord's glories to the end of whatever it is to come. And it'll just be a beautiful thing, because everything is always beautiful, those who chant the glories of the Lord. Look at you guys. Many of you are saved already. You have the symptoms of liberated souls. What is more glorious than that? It's all icing on the cake now. Prema Sankirtan, Lord Caitanya came here. You come here, you'll learn that. And then you know for those who know the reason for my descent, you do not take another birth. But you got to know the reason, not in your head. You got to feel that reason. You got to relate to that reason, because you know the reason by personal experience, man. You're relishing the mellows of this devotion. You're relishing what Lord Caitanya relished. He relished the name, you're relishing the name. He was crying, you're crying. Now you know why. He was laughing, you're laughing. Yeah, that's why you came, Lord. You wanted to taste these devotional mellows, and you're allowing me to do that also. Wow, that's fantastic. It's amazing. Let's bring more people to the party. And my Lord, you're going to give them the glass to drink from. Otherwise, you can't come to the party. You got to get the glass of champagne, right? This party, you got to get the gift of prema. That's your glass, man. That's the bubbly in there. So he's got to bubble up in you, man. That prema. Ooh, I got the bubbly. We got the bubbly. Let's pop the cork so that the bubbly is there. You didn't know Gaur Haridas was just a waiter, man. I just come here with the bubbly, man. People just sitting at the table waiting. Where's the bubbly? Well, we got it. Pop the cork, pour it in the glass. Why not? Why shouldn't we celebrate like this? The Lord is bubbling up. See my penguin uniform with the waiter with the bow tie. Coming with the bubbly, pop the cork. See, people, they don't have the bubbly, they don't have the champagne, and they can't pop the cork. They're helpless. They need the help of the devotees. See, they're the waiters. See, they're the servants. They carry, the champagne. See, the powerful Kamsa persecuting the kings of the Yadu dynasty. In this, they had the cooperation of demons like Pralamba, Baka, Chanasura, Trinavarta, Agasura, Mustika, Arista, Dividya, Putana, Keshi, Denaka, Banasura. So these demons, they all represent the various energies of the Lord. See, that keep people in illusion. See, you see, they're kings, right? They're kings. Now, kings are only kings because they got a kingdom of people they rule over, right? So this is the secret. Maya is, when you combine, she combines all these forces together, then she very powerfully can, destroy the world the way it is. That's the Shiva, the destruction. But it takes combined forces. And to keep the living entities in illusion, combined forces. See? And their kingdoms. So you're ruled by these rulers. See? Except the devotee. See, the devotee is conquered these kingdoms, not by the Lord's grace. They're not under the rulership of these kings, these demons, these what do you call material forces in this world. Even the demigods. That's why I was telling people who have faith in astrologies and all that. I'm not under the influence of the demigods like that. I'm not under the influence of astrology. I'm only here by the grace of God. I live under the grace, not under astrology. If the Lord wants to take me, he'll take me, not because of the moons and this and stuff like that. No, it's a whole different way of life. You're above all the planets. See, they influence on those who are under their directions. Yeah, we're under the, yeah, see, Amy got it. She figured it out. See, under the moon of Lord Caitanya, the planet of Lord Caitanya, Lord Chaitanya's planet. That's why things work out so good. See, everybody's in good and bad and good influence, auspicious, inauspicious, all that stuff, except the devotees, really. If you're connected to the transcendental potency, the Lord is your auspiciousness. He's the planet, Radha and Krishna, love of Krishna. That's the only planet you need to have the shelter of. That's the planet the devotees live on. They're influenced by that. These classes, are they influenced by the demigods or Saraswati or anything like that? No, the demigods don't influence. No, it's Radha and Krishna give the words. That's why you see Lord Caitanya defeated the Digvijay who had the boon of Saraswati. Okay? So that's but he had love of God, and so you become the scholar of scholars. That's why even some of these teachers in Vedas and Brahmins and sannyasis may have the boon of Saraswati. I would love to have this challenge sometime. That Prem Parojana, he has the boon of like a Saraswati type thing. I'd like to him come and discuss, and let's see where the potency is. Like test this. I like to test this to see if he's really got what's got here. If it's the same thing or better. Yeah, you need to test these things. I'm not afraid to do that. Somebody should invite him and say, let's have a discussion. And I'll share, what I'm understanding, and he could share what he's understanding. Let's take shelter of the best understanding of Krishna, the best ecstasy, right? I think that's a fair thing. That's, if it's better than any guru, any of you gurus out there, isn't everybody in ISKCON or so many devotees say, oh, my Gurudev is illustrious, so great. Oh, you're nothing, Gaur Haridas. You're nothing. You're a nobody. Why should you? So why don't you just prove that the nobody is here? Nothing is, and that's okay. If your guru is got more intelligence coming through them, more ecstasy, which the books say that's resident Vrindavan, I'll kiss your feet. I don't care, the same, man. If God is in you, but at least let us see that. Show us your hand. Man, you got a straight flush like us. I mean, to me, I'm just declaring, and sharing with the Vaishnavas what I see, what I'm experiencing, to me, this is a straight flush. What do you guys think? And show me that you guys got a straight flush and prove it by Guru Sadhu Shastra. I mean, that's all I'm asking. Prove to me by Guru Sadhu Shastra that you're a guru. Let's get the checklist out. Let's just use Prabhupada's books that you're a guru and his actual words. I think it's fair, isn't it? Where's the offense in doing it? Let's just put light on this. Let's show, because if you're a real son of God, son to me is just conclusive understanding of the absolute truth. That's the only real light in the world. What is the way things really are? See, Maya is keeping this shit show going because of ignorance, of not knowing the way things are. So show us that ISKCON is not a shit show, and that Gaudiya Math is not a shit show, and Gaudiya Samiti is not a shit show. Show us. That's all I'm asking. Show us that your people are being delivered here, like Like, to me, this is deliverance, to see persons that are laughing and crying and choking up when they chant the holy name of the Lord, like the scripture says. It's deliverance, because you're confirmed, confirmed, confirmed. Yeah, we even have manifestations here, like Mahavira had the undeniable Lord Caitanya's apparition there, and still he didn't even get it. See, that was the Lord. He didn't even see that. If I didn't say anything, that would have just been another video. And that was the Lord trying to tell him, you see, you need the eyes of your guru, otherwise you would never have seen that or appreciated that. But he just thinks we're fools now. Though that's the most foolish thing of all. When you don't honor your Shiksha guru, that's what happens. Happens here too, even more. Some people, they just don't really honor their they don't believe in their, if I tell them, that, hey man, you're off, they don't believe it. No, my relation, that's the right thing. See, they want to be guru. They're wannabes still. They don't, and I could prove to them they're an illusion, but they don't want to see it. See, you're hiding under a rock. See, of ignorance. Yeah. Yeah, you got to come to the chit show, not the shit show. Everything is shit compared to this. Mode of goodness to me is shit. It's not anything special. Give me a person in the mode, give me a demon to come here, man, that listens. Why do you think this pastime with amongst the demons? These demons were glorious who listened to Prahlad. They became glorious like him. That's it. But you could be a perfect demigod and everything. You don't listen, you're just a shit show, man. This is why the Lord went, you bring us some demons here. Actual demons who've killed people and did everything. And you watch, my Lord will transform them into better than the best demigods. Better. Isn't that what it's done? Isn't that? Look at Jagai and Marai. Yeah, a lot of examples of this. All because they accepted the shelter of these transcendental ecstatic devotees, which is no different than what you got here. You have people of the same family here again, and if you don't take shelter here, you don't become like that. Jagai and Madais are better. People, the ordinary persons, retarded, drug addicted, are better simply because they like being here. They have the real shelter of the transcendental Lord, and you don't care, and you're a good person. What is that to me? Give me a bad person. Give me a bad person or a good person. Whoever will come here becomes a transformed person, becomes a really spiritual person. People think they know what it's, well, I'm a good person. I know what God is and I know what is spirit. Well, maybe to a little bit, but you can improve. You must improve because, a lot of people, they're good people, they're depressed. Lita wasn't so happy. Look at Sachi. She's a very good person, always doing good deeds. And all this, but still, it's not good enough. She knows that. That's the best lesson you can learn. It's not good enough to be good. You got to become transcendental. That's our message here. Become transformed into a transcendental relisher of transcendental mellows, like the real associates of the Lord. The order of the world is crashing soon enough because its foundation is false pride. Yeah, it's crashing, but you got to know where to take shelter, because if you don't, what can you do? You want to opt out. A lot of people are opting out. They realize no shelter in this world. These governments aren't giving, they're actually doing things that are very hypocritical and lying and deceiving. It's all predicted. I mean, even in the Bible, Jesus Christ himself said the Lord's going to bring strong delusion upon the world. He said it right there. Is there not strong delusion? Well, if you're a real devotee, you'll see the strong delusion. You see people under the influence. They're just going about their day like nothing has happened. Go take a walk and look at this like nothing has happened. But the Lord, I mean, even though I'm not looking at it that much, I just use it for preaching purposes. But they don't know anything. But the Lord gives me. I said, "Boy, can't you see what's going on? We accepted they're our authorities. We believe in them. We believe in Fauci and Bill Gates and all this. We believe in the hypocrisy, or we believe in these gurus. What? You don't see what's going on? You can't. Don't you see they can't give you shelter? You see they're trying to get you to go do that." Publicly, even the Dalai Lama is up there doing that. Can't you see? They can't give you the shelter. It's not good enough. They can't see the Lord's Maya. How come I can see it? I bet some of the Prem Paroj is probably telling everybody to get that too. I don't know. I haven't checked them out. Probably say, well, just trust the government, And a lot of devotees are saying, well, you see, Prabhupada said you got to trust the government and take the shots. The Lord, Prabhupada never liked the shots. He knew about that stuff. Yeah. And these shots are not like the previous ones. These are this is the deal breaker now, the DNA breaker. So anyway, that's what's going on here. If you come here, you'll get a perspective that I don't think there's nobody speaking like these perspectives. Nobody. Not the books are, but nobody can enunciate it. They can't even envision it. Okay? This is what people need to see on these things. Here you'll hear a message. This is why I guess we're going mainstream. Maria said we're going to go mainstream. Maybe that's it. People need to hear this message now, mainstream. Let them hear this consciousness, because they're hearing all this, the demons, well, they don't call it that. Well, the left and the right, the left are fighting the right are fighting. So superficial, man. They can't even see it's two wings on the same bird, illusion. Yeah, they're all an illusion, man. Yeah, we're not fighting, see the device, it's all material. Here we're preaching connection, how the Lord's Maya is connected to the spiritual. The spiritual world is connected to the material world. The material world is indirectly connected to the spiritual world. It's its shadow. See, this is Veda, knowledge, true knowledge. See, why do you need to fight something that is just the shadow? You're fighting your shadow. No, you're fighting God's shadow. It's not your shadow, it's God's shadow. Okay. See, that's why Vrindavan is a place of love, right? See, they love the light. See, and fight the shadow. See, in Vrindavan, there's also some fighting going on. But that's Ras, spiritual Ras. Here they're also fighting. They're fighting the Lord's shadow, and they get a Ras, an inferior Ras. It's not very tasty to fight the left and the right, the rights and left, and everything. It's iron-like feeling. But here in Vrindavan, sometimes Chandravali is fighting for Krishna's attention over Radharani's, and they got their little fights going on, but it's all love fights. Great taste. Same thing, some people misunderstand. Like here, some devotees coming here, I won't mention any names, but especially the good ones, the goody two-shoes. They misunderstand. Oh, you're so mean. Oh, you're so angry. See, you got to be a good person. Good person is always sweet, always nice. And you're bashing the demons and everything. So I tell some people who are thinking like that, well, look at the face of like Lalita when I'm bashing the demons or bashing the gurus. Look at it. How come she's not getting all bent out of shape and you are? See, it's because you're attached to the mode of goodness and she isn't anymore. How would you like to relish? This is why, this is where you start to understand Lord Caitanya's nature. He was doing stuff like this. What you see here is what you would have seen 550 years ago. How you respond here is how you would have responded then. This is your chance. This is your proof of purification. If you think I'm really angry at these gurus and I'm just putting on a show, it's just a show. You think, if you were, actually, if you see that movie, Jesus of Nazareth, a very old one by Franco Severelli, you'll see when Jesus was whipping the people and overturning the tables angrily. How dare you do? How dare you do business in my Father's house? And anger like that, whipping and turning the tables over. The disciples were almost intoxicated by seeing Jesus act because they had faith in him, and they were relishing the mellows of that. See. And then ones who weren't, who was these Pharisees. They were like, how dare Jesus do this? See, they were attached to the mode of goodness, more or less. See, they're attached to fastings and being good persons, and there's still hypocrisy in that. You can't, you can't get out of it. There's hypocrisy in everything until you hit the transcendental world. See, this is the truth that Jesus was talking about. See? This is what sets you free, the absolute eternal truth, how everything fits in like a perfect puzzle. And you get the opportunity to get that here and abandon all your stupid, foolish ideas and misconceptions. I thought I could make it to be a good person. If I'm a good person, then God will bring me back. And as you're doing everything that's opposite, and you're not happy in your heart, and the Lord ain't benedicting you. This is the true benediction. You want to be a goddess of fortune, take what we're doing seriously. Here, here, here. Trust the process. Trust the process. And if you don't, you'll probably be taken out. You'll be misled by the Maya in your mind and the Maya in the minds of others. You come here, trust the process, and you'll be enlightened. You'll wonder, wow, what a great opportunity it is to be here, to be part of this team and to liberate souls even. You'll have your own salvation, your own transcendental nature, and then you'll be able to teach that to others, help them. Who else can do it but a transformed person? Hypocritical gurus who are not transformed, not in their spiritual body, they can't do it. They can't help. They can't liberate you. That's what they see. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, go and follow these gurus, follow these processes, follow religion, follow the rules until you develop a desire to attain me. Because you'll realize, oh, I couldn't attain the Lord with the rules. I couldn't attain the Lord with my own works, my own good deeds, my own sadhana even. I couldn't do it. Lord, please show me another way. That was Veda Vyas, man. You got to become like him. Oh, Lord, I'm unfulfilled in my heart. And I taught all the rules that these ISKCON devotees and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya follow. I taught all the rules, and they're teaching all the rules, right? They don't even know the real Bhagavatam yet until you come here. See, this is the real situation. Update. Upgrade, right, Tom? Upgrade, situation upgrade. The real Bhagavatam, wow. Let's get your Bhakti Shastras and wad them up and throw them in the air. Let's start again. At the beginning. Veda Vyas is just like you're becoming. You followed all the rules and everything, and still your heart is not fully satisfied. You did what Prabhupada said and all the gurus have said, and you fasted and you chanted 16 rounds in 1 lakh, and you did all of those rules and regulations. And Lord, where are you? Where are you? See, that's a desire to attain them. You didn't get them that way yet, but you're going to. When we realize there's fault, and it doesn't. It just brings you to that point of crying out, Lord, I want more of you. See? And by the mercy of Krishna, he sees your call. Oh, you do. You're ready to listen. Yes, Lord. I tried to listen to all these gurus who are not residents of Vrindavan, and I didn't get Vrindavan. I'm ready to listen. Well, go to that guy in the t-shirt over there who doesn't have any neck beads and no tilak, and curses and cusses sometimes, and has a cup of coffee and even a beer sometimes. Really? Okay, I think I'm ready. What else do I've got? I really want you. See, all these verses fit together like perfect puzzle. That's why I love this. This is my Lord. This preaching is my Lord. Oh yeah, go over there. Yes, now you understand. By my mercy, you get Guru, and by the Guru's mercy, now you're gonna fully get me. It's gonna be finished. Finishing work. We're here to finish it. This is all. I'm called in as the finisher, closer, the closer, close the deal, the marriage person. And marry you off finally. You ready? No, not ready. I have too much faith in my rules still, and these gurus who teach rules and regulations and give me more rules every year. I still have faith. Okay, well, keep doing them until you develop a desire to and realize you couldn't do it by your works and by the works of your gurus who are not residents of Vrindavan. And they only have, whether they are qualified or not, you still got to get the confidential message, which is the conclusive truth, like here. Very conclusive, very clear. And it purifies at first. Rubs you the wrong way. I'm good, I still have faith in my goody two shoes thing. That's the divine inner conflict. That's your devil fighting against the truth, the conclusive truth. See? Comes from the real liberator, the real associate of the Lord, the real Acharya coming here to deliver you. It's always that way. That's conclusive. You got to hear something you never heard before. You got to see something you never seen before. And that's all here. You got to go to a place where every class, or most of them, are better than before. It's very important performance. Yeah. So, yeah, we didn't get very far, or did we? See, cooperation, Banasura, and other demoniac kings of the surface of the earth. See, it took a lot to take down what was there, take down, the world the way it was. See, it takes all these things. Same thing. It takes a lot of cooperation from the whole world. Isn't that funny how they just knew they had to get together and create a United Nations? But you think it's a thing of peace, right? I watched this horror movie. I actually liked it because it was giving me a conclusive understanding. This guy comes from outer space, and he says, I come in peace. I come in peace. And the people thought, oh, he comes in peace. See, this is the way Maya works. I come in peace. I come in peace. And you got close to this alien, and all these weapons and weird things come out, and they sting the guy, and they capture the guy, and he eats them. And that was his whole thing. He would fool people. He said, I come in peace. I come in peace. And people go, oh, really? And they come close, and it's like that praying mantis. Praying mantis, like your gurus, many of your gurus out there. Oh, I come in peace. I come in peace. He's a praying mantis. He eats insects. See, but he looks like a very religious insect, you know. He's praying. Oh, it's a pious praying mantis. Oh, he's praying and all this. He comes, go, yes, my son, yes, my son. See, and then the hands come out and grab you and eat you. That's what Maya does in the form of these kind of hypocritical kings, all the way up into religion. Why do you think Bhagavad Gita says, abandon all varieties of religion, surrender to me? You got to surrender to the real truth. If you got to find somebody surrendered to the real truth and prove it. Otherwise, how do you know you're not getting a hypocrite? A praying mantis. You know, they just, you know, how do you know Gohar is not a praying mantis? Actually, he is. I'm a praying mantis too. See, I come praying here. I come here and I just, oh yes, come here, come close, and then grab you and throw you in Vrindavan. And you love it. You think, yes, I'm a prisoner of Vrindavan. I love it. That's your witness, right? Ask Lalita if she can get out of Vrindavan. Yeah, I don't think she can't come back to this man. She's imprisoned over there now. But that prison is fantastic. You want to stay there. You don't want to go anywhere else. See, otherwise, what's your alternative? Prison of the material world. Here, you can't escape this prison. That's why you got to either comply or rebel. And the rebelling, you can't really go anywhere until you find this out. This is the place you come over here. Pray over here. See, here's the real picture of Pray, Eat, and Love. You ever seen that movie, Pray, Eat, and Love, by, was it Sandra Bullock or somebody? Pray, Eat, and Love, it's called. No, it's the other lady. Forgot her name. So this is, you come here, you'll pray, real prayer, and you'll eat the name of God in the pastimes, and you'll really love. That's what it's about. Pray, eat, and love, man. So Kamalakanta, listen to this class. We're going to get you to pray, eat, and love. On this level. He's got the prasadam level down, the food, right? Now it's time for the next stage here, mister. So tell him Gohari talked about him again. So he watches the whole video because he makes comments and catches everything. So that's good. He makes more comments than you guys. I like that. Julia Roberts. Yeah. Eat, pray, and love. See, this is the perfection of that movie. Come here, and you don't have to pay for a movie ticket. You come here and just eat, pray, and love, and you'll say, "Wow, man, we're in the real movie, man." She's not even in the movie yet. That's all practice. The devotees are just practicing with their worship in the conch shells and the flames and all that stuff and the rituals. It's all practice. This is the real eat, pray, and love. This is the real temple. This is the real worship. This is what Jesus was talking about, explained. The Lord's very much looking in spirit, worship in spirit and truth. And we're doing it, man. See, the spirit is the Holy Spirit, ecstatic spirit, devotional spirit of Radha. And the truth is a conclusive understanding. So, Tom, Lalita, give us some words.
Some
Yes.
more like
Mahamaya traps and Yoga Maya shelter.
Yeah.
Mahamaya traps
Yeah.
and Yoga Maya shelter.
No, that's not conclusive enough.
Tell me.
Okay. Yeah. So Mahamaya traps and Yoga Maya also traps. See? But one trap is wonderful. See? Because we're meant to be trapped and tricked. It's just, you got to just admit it. So Mahamaya traps you in this ras of the world, which is the perverted illusion, a perverted perception of the worship. And it causes forgetfulness of your spiritual roots. See? So Yoga Maya also traps you into this worship of the Lord as the Lord really is and as your soul really is. And you realize that's your freedom. is to be in that, but we have to be trapped into it in a sense. The Lord has to come and trap us. What do you think this sadhu sangha is? It's just a trap, to trap you into the cult of this worship. See, a cult. You see cults in the world. That's why that's a religion. Religion is a cult. That's why even people, they say, "Hey, man, this ISKCON is a cult." A lot of the stuff is cultish. See, but this is also a cult. But what is the cult? Well, this is a nice cult. This is the cultivation of pure devotional service. That's what I'm part of this cult. It's a cult, but it's a cultivation of devotion and ecstasy. It gets better and better. I like it more and more. I want to be part of that. The cults out there, what does it do? You become more and more in illusion. I mean, you can take what's his name? Let's take a famous person and teach about cults. Okay, famous Cruise, the Cruise guy. Is it Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise. Okay, Tom Cruise. He's part of Scientology. It's a cult. Any intelligent person knows a cult. He doesn't know it is. He thinks, "Oh, this is wonderful, Scientology and everything." But you can see what he ask anybody that is a little bit awake. Ask his wives, and they left him because he's crazy guy. Very, like he's like a cult light leader. You become like who you worship, man. He's like his masters. Oh, I see. I watch him, and how he's just, oh, this is the way. See, very proud. See, good looking guy, all the money in the world. He's part of the Scientology group. See, it's like a Nazi thing. They think they're the superior race. See, and they're here to, take over everything. He's part of that. But anybody that is like maybe a good person, even, they look at that and they say, boy, this guy is weird, man. So you either become part of these cults or you become part of the cult of devotion, which is wonderful. This is our witness. I'm not saying it's like St. Paul. St. Paul, I'm a slave of Jesus. I'm a slave. I'm enslaved by. I love it. He loved preaching. He would stay up all night preaching the glories of Christ. Very inspired. Yeah, I'm a slave. I love being a slave. I have to do it. Just like I have to preach. I mean, I have to chant the holy name. I can't, I wouldn't be able to live. I wouldn't be happy. I have to do it. I want to do it. But in a sense, because I'm in the cult, I'm in the cultivation of this bhakti. I want to cultivate this forever. It gives you that, wow, this is really inspiring. It's ever fresh. I like that. I want to cultivate something that's ever fresh and wonderful. See, you move from that inferior cult to this superior cult. This is unlimited. See, this unlimited bliss, that's all. It's all limited happiness and distress. Always the same old, same old. That's why these elites get bored. These elites, they're demons. They only have limited happiness and they're trying to, well, maybe if I get more money, and they're still not happy, right? Maybe if I get more power, they're still not happy. But here, this is complete. Our Harikatha is complete. I notice when I end it, it's like, oh, it's like, okay, let's rest up. Let's do prescribed duties and get back to it in a little while. See, unlimited. See, it gets more and more clear, more and more wonderful. Okay, Lalita, give us a word.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, thank you. Thank you for your class. Super class. New and fresh. In the past, maybe the first years, I was always thinking, Guru Maharaj, he must have such a big backpack full of knowledge where he can tap out, his uh, a history of all he knows, and he knows it's like an encyclopedia. And now I start to understand more and more and more by your teaching and my own growth. What you're giving to me. that it's all about the depth of your relationship, this depth, and it's all about your devotion towards Krishna that makes your preaching so super deluxe. You know what I mean? Because I start to experience it myself. I talked about it in my video this morning. It's all about getting purified and having a deeper and deeper and deeper devotion and a deeper and deeper contact, and that gives you the opportunity to dive deeper inside of the truth. Um, it's super, it's just super, it's really. Uh, this is, I can advise it to the whole world. If, oh my God, this is really, nobody knows that actually. It's unknown. But I don't hear your answers because yeah, I can't hear your answers. So I kept on talking. Yeah, I still can't hear you. No, we can't hear you anymore. I continue a bit until you're there. Is it okay? No, you don't hear me either? Oh, okay. So Radha and Krishna, always together, over and over again. Bring them together. They need to be together. You can't separate it. Getting more and more and more and more clear. Um, those experiences become deeper and deeper. Maybe I stop now and I let you talk. Yeah, we can. I cannot hear Guru Maharaj either, Tom.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You probably hear me now, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Okay. Oh, I know what the problem. Okay, just one second. Okay, I know the problem. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay, there's that. Now, okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes, we can hear you.
hear you too. Okay, we're set. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, yeah, it's the relationship. See, the learning is relationship. I remember I heard Tony Robbins say something that was very interesting. He said the real learning is due to relationship. Without relationship, you cannot learn anything. To learn about Krishna is by this intimate exchange, this intimate relationship. That's how these classes come. It's just by the relationship only. Without this intimate relationship, this proves it's true. See, this intimate, loving dealings. See, this proves these are real mellows. This you can't cheat. You can only cheat by doties, and looking the parts, and But no, this preaching is based on transcendental relationship with Krishna and the exchange of mellows. I have no other power other than that. Is the relationship. See, she's understanding that. See, that comes by purification. Shows you. That's why this is why if you come here and trust the process and you hear and listen, you'll get purified and you'll be able to understand the transcendental beyond even mode of goodness. A lot of devotees are stuck in that. They think the mode of goodness is going to save them. But even from their own experience, because it's not saving you, you're still thinking like to check out and all this. No, you need something deeper. This is deeper. But the only way you're going to get it is trust the process. You got to listen, you got to hear, and realize, okay, let me follow this process because I'm finally ready to listen. I can't save myself. My ideas are not saving me. I'm still want to check. I don't see anything else in this world for me. Well, I'm telling you, you'll have something to live for and you'll be so happy, but you got to trust the process. You got to follow the process. The process is hearing, regularly hear, getting purified. You'll automatically abandon your misconceptions, your ignorance, your false shelters, even in this goodness thing. You'll abandon all that naturally because you'll get the higher taste here in this association. You'll even abandon that faith that Vaidi's going to save you, that following all these rules and regulations is going to save you. You'll abandon even that. You got to trust this process because what are they teaching? No, Vaidi, that's the way. That's the only way. Follow Vaidi, do the ceremonies, follow the Prabhupada's program and all of this. See, you trust that, right? To save you. And so all that can be done for people is for God to crumble that. He has to show it's not strong enough. Okay? But because I'm also speaking like your gurus are speaking, I say, you better trust this process. It is more strong. You need it because that's not saving you now. Not in this. The demons are all together. They've combined. The United Nations are like all these demons got together to take you down, everybody down. See? So you got to find. We're like Prahlad here now, coming in again. There are all these demons took over the universe, the whole, not just the world, the universe. And he was out preaching the same message. But this is actually more easy. You read Bhagavatam, the demigods, these good demigods said, we can't even follow the process of Prahlad to give up. It was also renounce, all this. Don't feel sex desire or all this stuff. But this is stronger because even demigod, we can't follow. But you can follow this problem. I don't tell you to renounce or anything like that. Come and listen here and you'll naturally renounce the world. Why would you? This is so much better, more interesting show. Yeah. Go ahead, Lilita. What else?
It was all Guru Maharaj. It was a deep, deep thing this morning. Actually, that I said, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, what is it? Is it only this ecstasy? No, it's this whole concept, it's this whole package of receiving this ecstasy, receiving the seat of devotion, being in contact with a bona fide spiritual master who is watering that bhakti constantly, so that your little sprout can grow and grow, so that your devotion can grow, so that your relationship can grow, so that there will become more room for the Lord, so that He can start to trust you.
Yeah,
That's all the mercy, so that you start to understand. So
yeah.
it's so much.
You're so beautiful, Lilita. How can people not love you?
Oh, they hate me. I
Hate is love in that way. They got to hate you first before they can love you.
I went to Radhadesh. They were talking bad about me. He told
Oh,
me
good. Oh, at least they're talking about. Hey,
oh, yeah.
at least they're talking about you. Otherwise, you'd be not. We wouldn't even be interested. You'd be like what do they call noise?
Yeah.
White noise in the.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I cannot understand that they say she was such a nice devotee and now she is doing. But,
Yeah, yeah.
but I was not a nice devotee.
Yeah.
I
They,
was even not a devotee.
Why should you be above your master? They said the same thing about Nimai Pandit. They said Nimai Pandit was such a nice Pandit, nice and proud and all. We like that. And now he's turned into this ecstatic person laughing and crying. What happened to Nimai Pandit? Something deranged his mind. See, why are you above? You're not above your master. You see, what happened to him is going to happen to you.
Yeah, same as Jesus. Yeah,
Say, it's always the same.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Tom says,
We keep.
yes, I want to lose that automatic loyalty to previous teachers. Yeah, and you will, just by finding the real teacher. Becomes, it's all attraction. You know, when you become more attracted here just by being here, how can you not? The truth is here, ecstasy is here. It's topmost, man. You know, this is better than the. I just use even the Rhyme Rush. This is much better than that. Why? Well, because they were all trying to hold back this supposed ecstasy, and here we're not, and we're in relish and enjoying in full expression. Why wouldn't it be better? The only thing that keeps them away from this is ignorance, them not understanding what is devotional energy. It wasn't shown then. The same thing with Prabhupada's devotees. It wasn't shown enough so that they get, well, anyway, we're here to do that. And this is more attractive. If people in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Samiti would give this a month, you'll be astounded. You'll be kissing the ground that you came. Because devotee, if you're really looking for Krishna, give this a month. You'll find Krishna to an ever deepening extent, if that's what you want. If you come here looking, oh, I also want to be empowered like Gaur Hari Das and be a guru and an acharya and have big titles and all that, well, the Lord will kick you out and you'll go out there and play your little game still, because you have that. You're blinded by your desires. You got to be blinded by true love, man. See? That makes you do the opposite of the world. People, they look at Lalita and Johan and say, why are you giving so much honor to Gaur Haridas? Why are you doing this? Why are you praising? He's just a man. He's just a man. Just a man. Just like that song of Jesus where Mary Magdalene she loved Jesus. He's just why do I love that guy so much? I don't know, man. He's just a friggin' man. I've seen so many. He seems ordinary. Goharis just seems ordinary. But why do I love him,
He's just one more.
Just one more. Just one more. But one more. He's the more. It's the more you've been looking for. Why? Because Krishna and Radha are living in them. It's natural. We're here to love them. And when you love a devotee, you're loving what they really are, what that what's really in them. Okay? And that's true love. That's why the Lord says, see, all these verses come to life in your life where you'll understand. They say, oh yeah, those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my devotees, my real devotees. But those who are the devotees are my real devotees. Because that Lord they bring to you. It's the Lord bring. See, representing Krishna. What the heck does it mean? They represent Krishna to you. Yeah, they bring the real Krishna to you, the real qualities of Krishna, the real knowledge of Krishna, deep like an ocean, and the ecstasy of Radha to you. See, they bring that to you. Why wouldn't you love that? Because they're representing by medium for that. For what does by medium mean? People don't even know. By medium for Radha and Krishna, that you bring that into this world. That's a son of God, son of the God and goddess in this world. Yeah. And you listen long enough, you start to appreciate this knowledge. But you got to get purified. You got to trust the process. You got to fight those little demons in your own head. Say, oh, let me commit suicide. See, that's a demon inside your head trying to keep you away from this. You got to trust this word and not even the words in your mind that want you to do destructive things. I don't say trust yourself, but don't trust the things inside you that are trying to cause you harm. That's a demon inside. That's a devil. That's what they do. The devil, the demons inside want you destroyed. right? Causes, so you got to be intelligent. Now, is my word, is that want you to be destroyed or want you to live, to find where real life is, to encourage real life? See? You got to be intelligent, see the difference between the demon in your own head telling you to bite the dust and to commit suicides or whatever, and the person trying to encourage you with the right words. You take shelter of these words, you'll have hope, you'll have love, you'll have ecstasy. There's my Lord coming through. It is not my words of mine. Okay? It can't come through an ordinary person. Okay? Comes through those the Lord has chosen to be his flutes. And always been like that, always will be like that. They're the ones who come to deliver those who take shelter of their word. How do you think Christians, they take shelter of Jesus' word? My disciples take shelter of these words coming here. Why not? They're the truth. Check it in the book. I'm just giving you what's in the book. Why wouldn't you? You think, oh, he's just giving his opinion. I'm giving you the Lord's opinion. You check it. I love the Lord's opinion so much so I want to give his opinion in the world, not Jai Pataka's opinion or Radhanath's opinion. If it's different than the Lord, and it is. Amen. If you're not a resident of Vrindavan, you can't deliver your disciples. You have a different opinion. Go ahead, Tom.
Yes, I really want to go to the bottom of this, because there is still the tendency, that voice in me that says, but they are your friends. Yes, the previous associates, they are your friends, and be soft on them, don't be too hard on them. But I feel, are they still my friends, or should I change my attitude towards them? How to deal with these old so-called friends? There's an attachment in the mode of goodness still. What's going on?
Yeah. It's a good question, actually. Yeah. How do you deal? Well, you have to see they're your friends by showing you the difference between real friendship. See, you learn by relationship. So you have to see the relationship where you have with them and with this Sangha and with these devotees. See, and so you can see the highest truth is distinguished from illusion. So here you can see the representation of the highest truth, and you can see the illusion in them. So in a sense, they're teaching you too, and they're your friends, but it's like a snake. You don't go and grab the snake. Its nature is to bite, but it's nice to know the nature of a snake and where it is and keep it at a distance, respectful distance, right? You don't go right up and say, bite me, bite me. Okay? So that's those who are opposed to the truth. They're the snakes in the word. If anybody says, what are you doing there? Yeah. Well, you're doing here because you've gotten purified. You've been hearing. You found something more attractive than what they're attracted to. Okay. So, you just, and so you stay with what you're attracted. You develop faith in that. That's why it takes purification. When you hear and hear and hear and get purified, you become like unshakable faith in the absolute truth that's being preached here. And then you look at that, the fangs are diminished. They can bite in, they don't feel anything because your faith is here and not there. There's not a little faith in this, oh, well, maybe they're my friends and maybe I should, No, there's actually snakes. But they become defanged, and then you can start bringing those snakes here. When they see you're not wishy-washy. This is the secret. When you're not wishy-washy and I don't know, maybe they got something for me. Yeah, maybe I can, be close. And then the doubts come because you're back and forth, right?
Yeah,
See?
if they take you away from Krishna, they are your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
Those
they're
who
not
bring
your
you
friends.
closer
Yeah.
are your friends.
And you become weakened. See, you're weakened in that. But when you come here, you keep getting purified. That's why it's a process. You got to trust the process. Even Maria's guides have been telling her again and again, trust the process. Well, here you go. This is what you're to trust, not your process, not things that don't work. Trust this process. Give this a chance. Come, I say here, here. I told her, like, this goes for everybody like this. You may come to this, and this is good. People should know this. Maybe you don't like my screaming and yelling and roaring and stuff like that. So fast forward the video, because there's jewels here, and you just can't take advantage of that part yet because you're getting too purified by thinking it's the same as some mundane thing here in the world. This ain't mundane, none of it. These are the actual characteristics of Lord Caitanya when he was here. He was like this. He was banging on Devananda Pandit, and Gaur Hari bangs on Devananda Pandit. These gurus can't do it because they're not real relatives of Lord Caitanya. I'm not saying I'm Lord Caitanya. I'm a servant of Lord Caitanya and his devotees. Okay? Therefore, his characteristics rub off on like father, like son. So that's how you learn the Father through the Son. See, the Son of their qualities. Otherwise, nobody knows. And that's why people coming here that are good people and saving whales and bodies and doing recyclings. Some people still in there. I'm a recycler. Yeah, the world is throwing trash all over the place, and you think you're going to save it and it's being destroyed. But anyway, that's your faulty idea. I'm committed to recycling. And the chemtrails are dumping shit on you every day. And the demons are putting garbage in your water, and you're all concerned about recycling. It's all a scam, man. It's a climate change bullshit scam, but you can't see it, most people, because you're too good. You're too stuck in the mode of goodness. You can't see the sham in it. You just follow. You believe in the recyclings and all that stuff. And it's all a game of climate change and those people trying to use it to control and manipulate and destroy the world. You think these people in control of the world are concerned about recycling and climate change? They have their own idea of recycling by destroying everything. See? And the good people, they believe in the bullshit of these. I gotta be this, and I gotta be that, and I gotta be vegetarian, I gotta be that. You gotta be whatever your nature is in this world. And then you gotta develop the transcendental nature by how we teach here. Yeah, that's the bottom line. You got too much faith in being a good person. People, that's the thing. Give me a bad person that lost faith in being a bad person. What is Satanism and Lucifer? They have faith that that's going to save them, becoming a bad person like that and serving these people. They think it's going to save them. See, so you have faith in badness, in evil. And then you got people who have faith in being good. See, and therefore the material pastimes go on. But it's not going to save any of you. And you come here, you'll learn something nobody's been able to teach you, not even your own self. Nobody's told these things to this extent. Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhaktivinoda, and even Jesus. This is special, special mercy upon us all. And I feel I'm benefiting. I love this. Lord, use me more. Yeah, I love this information. This is uncommon preaching. This liberates people from the illusion of goodness. That is a strong bond for people. The acharyas often, they would, I'll tell you what these acharyas in our line would do. They would preach the mode of goodness as pure goodness, because what I'm preaching is so high and so difficult to understand, but the Lord is empowering it to be understood. You can read Madhurya Kandabini, Vishwanath Chakravarti said, usually the mode of goodness is taught as pure goodness, but it really isn't. Only because what I'm sharing with the world is so deep and so amazing of how it
We have
really is.
Krishna.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What?
We have Krishna. We don't need all those friends.
Yeah.
We don't need to. We are not lonely anymore. We have Krishna. We don't need to to go to, oh, my friend here and my friend there.
Yeah. Not only do you have Krishna, but you have Krishna's family. That's what's astounding here. Usually you get one realized soul. Look how many. The Lord has given the power. I got the order of Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna to do. That's why it's working. We got a family. Once you get this and you get purified enough there, Tom, you'll realize, wow, that will mean nothing to you. Oh, that old thing, you'll be able to save them. You'll be a rope for your family. But you got to get purified to the point, hey, man, I found my real family. Hallelujah. See, when they see that you are committed and you're a company man, you work for the company, Lord Chaitanya's company. That's what I work for. All my chanting is working for the company. I'm working for the company of Lord Chaitanya. That's all I'm after that, man. That's all I want is the company of my Lord and his devotees. I'm working for the company. My activities are for the company. Interesting. Huh? You can quote me on that, Tom. See, company, association. See, isn't it funny? These words, they're so full of meaning. Company, company is about your company. What kind of company do you keep? Well, we keep company. Our company is keeping company with realized souls, eternally liberated souls. And just by being with this company, if you could be retarded, you can have so many mental problems. But like Ivo, he has difficult time, right? But he says, I'm with this company. And he feels great in that sense. To the extent you just keep listening and just stay in this company, and the Lord will give you everything to get into Vrindavan.
Who has this opportunity to see his friends every day, at least 2 hours in class with Guru Maharaj, and then see your friends in all those videos that we gave, have
Yeah,
real talks, deep talks,
yeah,
real association. Who has this opportunity?
yeah,
Such a valuable contact that we have with each other. Nobody has it. These are really deep talks that we have, fulfilling
yes.
fulfilling talks. You can't find it with other people anymore.
No,
It's impossible. It's
no, this is
emptiness,
topmost.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah. Topmost, man. And that's how we're going to conquer the world. See? We're going to show this is another battle of Kurukshetra. It was Battle of Kurukshetra was just Arjuna and the Pandavas and Krishna and a small army of people, faithful people. That was it. And they overcome all the kingdoms and everything. That's how it is. The demons and all that was conquered. See, by a small army. See, it was a small army. We're going to conquer the whole thing. Why? Because we have Radha and Krishna. Who can resist that? There's more in those two. There's more power, and all this stuff, everything. Even that's why you see some demons will come here and they'll think, my God, you have the real. We thought everything is limited. A lot of these demons, they believe that we got to take too many people on the planet. The planet can't hold them. We got to do this and do that, because there's not enough resources. We better hoard it for ourselves, right? Not enough resources. They believe. And then the demigods, oh, we got to fight this. There's not enough resources for us. Let's hoard it, in our house. Yeah. So it's all illusion. And this is the best deal. The resources of our Lord who created everything is unlimited. Unlimited resource, unlimited knowledge, unlimited transcendental happiness of transcendental feelings. And the Lord just, oh, look at this. These devotees here, every day they're doing this sacrifice at Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace Place. Oh, they make me happier than anybody else in this universe. If unless they're devotees who make the, this is the real happiness of the Lord. The Lord never showed that he was happy with anything else. He only loved devotion. That was his example. When you're like that, Tom, and everybody else, you realize I'm really not happy with anything but this devotion. Everything else will be inferior. And you may have your relationships. You may have your abhimanus. What is that? Radharani had her abhimanu. Had a relationship. But she knew who Krishna was, and that was her prime. Her primary. Not Abhimanyu, some stupid fool and ignorant. Look at Lalita. She's like Radha. Has Krishna as her husband. What's the difference? See, this is the new Vrindavan. Radha, in the form of Lalita, she's a devotee. She and the gopis, like the gopis, they all had their relationship with the true God. Krishna, and they all had. A lot of them had. Not all of them. Most of them probably had husbands. But they thought, oh, these guys are just nothing special. Maybe they were like a Balaram, Balaram, the Vites or something. Who knows? Can't really, give you much, But they sure can take, can't they? Tricky ways. That's good. Whatever they take is helpful for your devotion. It's how it is for devotee. Whatever the Lord, it's like, Bali Maharaj, he had everything taken away from him, He had everything. And it just became his impetus to become more committed to the Lord. That's how I see it for me. Well, he might give or take, and so I was trying to tell Maria, hey man, whatever, she's finding it hard to get a job and all these, nothing's working out. She said, God, she's a smart girl, usually she get a job like that, and nothing's working. Well, the Lord's like that, he takes away whatever's in the way. Maybe, usually we get too much confidence in our own power. See, and the Lord wants to help. I used to be able to make money like nothing. It was easy. I would go out. I was a real estate investor, and I had no money. I started this with no money. And people just came and said, oh, we want to give you money, to do this, because anything I touched became maximized, immediately doubled in value overnight. I tell you, it was like that. That's why in ISKCON, I was the most sought out Sankirtan devotee in the world. Oh no, they kept it a secret because they were afraid in the zonal acharyas to get you, the guy really wanted to initiate me to Tamal because I was the best Sankirtan devotee in the world. Because I just would go to, I had this boon already because I was just naturally, And so the Lord did this pastime. I would go out in the malls. I'd just go set up things, and people would come all over the place and buy paintings all day long. I just do it. People would work with me. They go to me, and I'd be selling all these paintings without doing anything, making thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars for 5 years. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't do like that anymore. I took it away. And just had to start depending on him because, and then so it became like that, I just lost that ability, I used to be able to, anything I did, business, I would start, this nest spontaneously, sell cars, just everything would just, but it's all Krishna's will. He gives and he takes away. And you just got to trust the process. He's just taking away basically your pride, and that's a good thing. He did the same thing with Prabhupada. Prabhupada was making money, doing good business and everything. There was no problem, and he wanted to use it for Krishna consciousness, a lot of it. And he just, his thing was he wanted to make money for Krishna because he could do it. He was very good at a scientific thing, and he was doing it for a while. And then at a certain point, the Lord just took it away. He couldn't do anything. Couldn't even satisfy his wife and children. They were unsatisfied with him because he was a devotee. Kicked him out. Yeah, you're useless now. And so Prabhupada took sannyas, But look what happened. See, and from his preaching, the Lord blessed him with this and that and everything. Yeah, so, the Lord, it's amazing. We're under the shelter of the Lord. So anybody coming here, be encouraged. If it's not working out for you materially or something, don't think this is a bad thing. This is the Lord. He's doing something. He's cutting down your pride and arrogance to where you have real dependence, and you'll trust the process and you'll listen. Otherwise, what's your out? What is your hope? What, suicides and or drugs? No, trust the process. The Lord will give you a new life. This is the way it is. People got a new life with Jesus. They got a new life with Lord Caitanya. They get a new life here. It's the same thing. Otherwise, you don't get. Mode of goodness is not real life, man. No, it's still a skin over your soul. Don't have too much faith in it. Come here and we'll stomp on that faith, which is good for you. The Lord will do it. He'll give you. This is a message for you in the mode of goodness. You think I just came up with this on my own? It just is what it is. It's a covering for your soul. Don't have too much faith in the mode of goodness to save you, because it's not. The illusion works through even the mode of goodness. If that's the fault in it. See? The divine illusion works through these activities. See, the divine illusion, because everything is Krishna actually, but the divine illusion is Krishna's there and the devotees, we're devotees, and we can taste the nectar of God. See, we taste that nectar through the Lord, through the Lord's transcendental manifestation, his name, his pastimes. And he tastes that nectar through us also. It's so intimate, so close. Okay? Now that's the highest truth. Okay? That's beyond the mode of goodness. That's called pure goodness, purely good. It's purely good, no fault, nothing in that. Externally, the devotees may seem to have faults, ordinary and all this, but they have that relationship. See, that relationship. That's why I don't have to be pretentious. I don't have to look like I'm doing anything special. I don't have to be anything or anybody, look like I'm somebody in this world. I have my relationship with the Lord. Everything comes from that. My friends coming from that. Whatever I got to eat in the room comes from that relationship. If this relationship wasn't activated and cultured and nurtured, everything would go wrong. It'd be illusion. I'd be in the mode of goodness illusion even. I'd be, well, let me see. If I'm a good enough person today, then I'll be good in the eyes of the Lord. No, you're good in the eyes of the Lord when you come and look over here. Look over here by hearing. Then you start seeing the real God, the real conception of God. See? Okay, my friends. Bag of wind is spent. I mean, I feel like I could go on, but the body's like, hey, man, take a break, man, for God's sake. And for your sake too, Gohari. Rest up. See, we got a lot of rounds to fight with Maya today. This is our fighting, It's just going with Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Lalita got the signal. Ah, okay. See who's here. Okay, I'm going to answer a few things here before I go. So Richard says karma is beyond good and evil. Nope, it's not. Inconclusive. Karma is the realm of good and evil. Good karma, bad karma, right? See, you get good karma from doing good deeds. You get bad karma from doing bad deeds in the modes of nature. See, yeah, so karma is not beyond good and evil. It's part of it. It's action and reaction. You do good to the world, you get good results. See, so what's beyond good and evil is pure devotional service. Okay? This is beyond good and evil. This is beyond karma. See, because our activities produce ecstatic happiness for the Lord. Okay? Anyway, I got to stop talking for a while. Hare Krishna.